It's better to.
Kingsman baseball is on the air from Statesboro, Georgia. It's ABA varsity play between the Kingsmen and Georgia Premier. The Kingsmen 4 hours down the road to battle the Red Sox here in game number 1 of 3 games here on the southern coast of the Peach State. Griffin Leonard here on the call for you. Let's walk through the Kingsmen starting 9 at the plate. It'll be Caden McNeil leading things off, followed by Logan Daniel and Montgomery Hart. Then Christian Burney, Brody Wynant, and Dino Catani in the middle 3 spots. Harris Clark, Jack Catron, and PJ Olvera are the 7, 8, 9. Defensively for Georgia Premier, it'll be Seeley, Burrows, Williams in the outfield, Bankston, McBride, Galloway, Helms in the infield, Williams doing the catching. For the starting pitcher, Luke Colston.
Hey, how are you?
Colston, the right-hander for Georgia Premier, going to start things off for the home team, wearing the blue uniforms with the red horizontal stripe, white trim on those.
Yes, sir. Look, that's okay.
Kingsman in the all golds with the black shoulders and white pants. 7 innings on tap for you today. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow starting at 10 in the morning. Games 2 and 3 of the 3-game series. The Kingsman prospect team had a great week, 3 wins in as many games, and we'll talk more about that later on in the show. This is the second game that these two teams have played against each other, second of 4 across the season. The Kingsmen battled Georgia Premier in East Cobb 1 week ago. That was the second of 3 games that the varsity team played, and the lone game of that week that they won. So Colston on the mound, Williams doing the catching, the coaches take their positions, and Caden McNeil strolls to the plate. McNeil in center field today, played in some capacity in all 3 prospect games this week. First pitch coming up here from Statesboro. And it's Colston dealing to McNeil. First pitch. Fastball off the plate outside. 1 ball and no strikes. McNeil, Daniel, and Hart in the away half of inning number 1. 1-0 pitch. To the backstop it goes. 2 balls and no strikes. Logan Daniel, the on-deck hitter, out to retrieve. Daniel playing shortstop. And a 2-0 count for McNeil. The pitch from Colston. High. That one cut by the catcher Williams, but high for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Hitter's count here for McNeil. And he walks on 4 pitches to begin the ball game. The Kingsmen certainly going to like that start. They have a man on first and nobody out for Logan Daniel, the 2-hole hitter for the Kingsmen in the gold uniforms today. Coach Preston Hudak, the third base coach and manager of this varsity squad. Looking forward to hearing his thoughts after the game of how his first full series as a manager goes. McNeil off of first base. He's been speedy this season. He holds on pitch number 1, and the ball is high of the zone to Logan Daniel. A little bit of a smaller zone for Daniel, standing at 5'7", but there's some pretty good pop in that bat. Check on McNeil. He is back safely, but a close play at first as Helms was there to apply the tag. Helms at first, Galloway at second, McBride the shortstop, and DJ Bankston is at the hot corner. 1-0. McNeil takes off. Daniel squares the bunt, pulls it back, and the throw is in time to get Caden McNeil. Quick tag up high gets Caden for out number 1. That is the first time that he has been caught stealing this season at either the prospect or the varsity level. 2 balls and no strikes. With 1 away, the base is now empty for Daniel. One away, 3 balls and no strikes. We've yet to see Luke Colston find the strike zone. 7 balls in a row, and the 3-0 downstairs and back-to-back 4-pitch walks. A runner on first and 1 out after McNeil was retired with the catcher's throw down to second base, and now a quick mound visit here with 1 away. Montgomery Hart, the next hitter for the Kingsmen. He is the first baseman today. We've seen him play primarily at second or short. He did take 1 game early on in the spring at third, and today he will complete his trip around the infield with the game at first base. Pretty nice ballpark here at Georgia Premier. They have their own facility, indoor batting cages, a weight training facility, the housing for the players, and then the field. Just 1 field here at the complex for Georgia Premier, all natural grass, and it's been very well taken care of. A beautiful ballpark here in Statesboro. So Gummy's up with 1 out. Daniel is off of first. The infield set to turn a couple as Hart squares and pulls back. 1 ball and no strikes. Make that 9 in a row. There's an appeal down to the base umpire across the diamond. No swing. Said Hart legally pulled that bunt back. 1-0. Right down the heart of the plate. And we'll see if that gets Colston started. The right-hander wearing the number 47 for Georgia Premier has found the zone, and it's 1-1. Daniel with a good lead off of first base. The pitch to the lefty. Outside corner, called a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count to Hart. Christian Burney is the on-deck hitter, the designated hitter. He had a home run yesterday against PDG in the prospect game. That capped off a 10-run win for the Kingsmen, a walk-off of sorts. 2-strike pitch to Gummy, hit right back up the middle, a chance for 2, but it gets into center field. A base hit for Montgomery Hart puts runners on second and first with 1 away, and the Kingsmen are mounting an offensive challenge here in the first.
Boy, you're good. Stay right there.
Looming large now is that caught stealing for Caden McNeil.
Come on. Right back at him, D. Right back at him. Come on, DJ.
Up 3, let's go. Let's go, Max.
Right. Come on, DJ. Hey, DJ. Come on. You sold field. See him right here.
Right here, Max. On, Max.
Yeah.
Not a boy, Max. I'll be back, Chris. Where is it at? It's on the 40. If you're walking to the back of the, I know where you're going. Okay, right side.
All right, I do believe we're back live here on the Kingsman Baseball Network. Max Raley just got the Red Sox down 1-2-3 in the first. We're going to do our best to keep the equipment from overheating anymore. That was the reason for the delay. We apologize for that. But scoreless after 1. We're going to keep the audio on. You know, the less we mess with it, I think the better. Wouldn't y'all agree? Stay with us here on the Kingsman Baseball Network. First game of 3 against Georgia Premier. Back here in the second, Brody Winan starts it off with a foul ball to make it 0-1.
Thank you. A lifesaver.
They got to expand now. Got to expand whole field. Okay, right here.
So we're here in the top of the second. Brody Winan is the leadoff man, 5'6'7" for the Kingsmen. And Winan takes a ball. Full count here to Winan with Catani and Clark due up behind him. And Winan fights off a fastball to stay alive against Luke Colston.
Go 35.
You're proud here. I got to be proud.
Not yet.
Come on, right out.
Another 3-2 once again, a foul ball to keep on fighting for Brody Winan.
Umbrella help you out.
We had something to keep it down. A walk for Brody Winan puts a man on first and nobody out for Dino Catani.
Hey, let's roll it. Come on, right here.
It looks fine now. Okay. I'll let you know. Thank you. So a runner on first and nobody out for Landon Catani. And a runner on the move with nobody out. One hop throw to second, and they've got him again. It's the third time in an inning and a third that the Kingsmen have been caught stealing. North Williams already with 3 putouts, or rather assists, throwing it down to second twice and third the one time. So bases are again empty for the Kingsmen. Catani takes a hack and chops it off of his foot. Foul ball called by the home plate umpire, and the count's 1-1. So far in this game, the Kingsmen have had 3 walks at the plate, a single, and 1 strikeout. But 3 outs on the base paths have crippled its offense early. As Catani rips it down the first base line, a diving stop by Helms, and he taps the bag for out number 2. That's an excellent play at full extension. And Torrin Helms makes the play for out number 2 here in the top of the second. So it's Harris Clark to try to extend the inning after the ground out. Takes the first pitch strike. The only time we saw Harris yesterday, of course, he's one of the guys alternating between the prospect and the varsity team, one of the floaters in the ABA. The only time we saw him yesterday was as a pitcher. He came in and threw 8 pitches out of the bullpen. Got the Kingsmen out of what ended up being the final inning of that last game. Takes the ball outside, and it's quickly 2-0. Due up in the bottom of the second for Georgia Premier, North Williams, Lamar Seeley, and Amari Burrows. 4-5-6 due up for the home Red Sox. 2-0. And Clark took a big hack at that one, came up shy, and it is 2-1. 2-2, excuse me. 2-2, the count yet to be updated on the left-hand side scoreboard as Harris Clark sends one that way, but it hooks foul. Clark got a good hold of that foul ball, and it's still 2-2 here with 2 outs. Despite not finding the zone early, Luke Colston has done a good job of forcing the Kingsman hitters to react as Clark chops the ball. Third base side, it's through. Base hit through the third base side of the infield for Harris Clark to extend the second inning, and it's Jack Catron with a man on first and 2 outs. Catron takes his place in the right-hand side batter's box. It'll be Colston working out of the stretch here with 2 left. First pitch, off the plate outside. Not too far off the corner, but called a ball by our home plate umpire. It's 1-0. Fastball off the inside part of the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Kingsman looking for some offense here in the top of the second. Scoreless here in Statesboro, Georgia against Georgia Premier. (2-0). Fastball in there on the lower part of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Kingsman only hitting 9 today. We've seen them hit 9 most of the time with the varsity 10 with the prospect. It's Catron, Olvera, and then the top of the order. 2-1. And it's tipped off the catcher's glove, and to the backstop it goes. Foul ball, 2-2. Olvera with the hustle to retrieve the foul ball. He'll hit if this second inning continues to the next hitter. Game 1 of 3 against Georgia Premier over the next 2 days. It'll be a doubleheader tomorrow. Lone game here this sunny afternoon. 2-2. Catron strikes out. The breaking ball from Colston gets him, and it's the second strikeout for the Georgia Premier starting pitcher. He has 2 strikeouts, both of them to end his 2 innings of work. We head to the bottom half. 0-0 on the scoreboard here in Statesboro.
I'll let you sit while you're
No, it's definitely not like crazy good. No. I don't like that.
No, I sit there. No. Let me eat.
You gotta sit back, North.
Oh, Max.
Come down, North.
Bottom of the second inning here on the Kingsman Baseball Network. Griffin Leonard here for you for the first game of 3 between one of the southernmost teams outside of the state of Florida here in the ABA. It's Georgia Premier in Statesboro, host of the Kingsmen over the next couple of days. Max Raley back on the mound. We apologize for missing his first inning of work due to some camera temperature issues, but a first ball poked second base side, knocked down by the backhand glove of PJ Olvera, but no play. We'll see how that is officially scored.
No hurt 3.
Stay aggressive up there, Mark.
So runner on first and nobody out. Rayleigh's first pitch out of the stretch today is off the plate inside. Officially scored a hit on the ground ball for North Williams. So he stands on first with Georgia Premier's first hit of the game. Lamar Seeley is at the plate now with nobody out. Williams shuffles off the first, and the 1-0 pitch misses inside once again. 2 balls and no strikes. Max Raley dealing for his second inning of work. In the first, he had 2 swinging strikeouts. He got Zoran Galloway and DJ Bankston down with the K. Casey McBride grounded out to third for the only ball put in play against Raley prior to this inning. All that we've seen is a couple of ground balls. Pickoff move over to Hart at first base. I asked Gummy when the last time he played first base was, because this is his first time out there at that position in the spring. He says, well, I think I played there in the fall, but certainly not something he was necessarily anticipating doing in the spring for the Kingsmen. We'll see where he winds up as this season continues to take shape. Now 3-0, that one just off the plate, didn't get the call with the count already behind him. So a long ways back here for Raley against Seeley with Amari Burrows on deck. 3-0 pitch out of the stretch is right down the gut, 3-1. Kingsman Varsity Group 1 and 2 so far here in ABA play. Their lone win coming against these very same Georgia Premier Red Sox. 1-run losses to P27 and Eastern Carolina Academy so far this season. Still a hitter's count for Lamar Seeley.
Let's go 3.
Trying to break this scoreless tie in favor of the home team. Scheduled for 7 innings today. Sunny day, but the sun has scampered in and out of clouds. A little bit of shade right now for Raley working here in the second. Another pickoff move heads to first.
Go, Max.
Three one, got the outside corner.
Attaboy, good location.
Catron hits the 3-1 spot to bring the count to full.
Stay on field. Stay back. Stay ball forward. Don't expand. Stay with the at-bat.
So a full count pitch after he's gotten 2 in a row in the zone. Now trying to come all the way back against Lamar Seeley. Payoff pitch. And a flare shot, first base side and foul. Now the net line here at Georgia Premier extends a few feet beyond the dugout, but there's a certain point where it runs out, and then there's a white chalk line that I can only presume is the difference between inside and outside of the field of play. So Gummy Hart doesn't have forever to run to track down a foul ball like that. Another throw over to first. Back standing up. That time it was a lot closer. Hart dropped it at first, so it didn't matter where the runner was in the end. It's North Williams at first base for Georgia Premier. Scoreless tie in Statesboro. KBA feeling good after 3 consecutive wins in Boiling Springs against the Generals of PDG Academy. Still 3-2 to Seeley. Rayleigh looking for his 3rd strikeout. The pitch. Missed outside. Similar spot to that 3-1. Didn't get the call this time around. And there are runners on second and first with nobody out. Suns back out here in the second inning. Runners on second and first to Williams and Seeley. Amari Burrows the next to hit as the corners come in for the Kingsmen. Clark in on the grass, as is Hart. Now squaring to bunt. First pitch, bunts down first base side. Hart with it, will go to first and throws it into right field. Winan cannot get there either, and it's further into the corner. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. Burrows goes from first all the way into third base without a throw, and it's 2-0.
Go, Max.
Does he have it? Just ask him.
That is a case of the bunt defense being incorrectly executed. The players were in the right spot. Hart came in as he's supposed to on that play. Of course, they'd love to get the out at third, but a good bunt made the play a lot tougher, and Hart's throw to Olvera was wide to the second base side. So 2 runs in, another at third, and a ground ball down the third base line and called foul. 0-1. Right down the line, it was the umpire's call at home plate, and he threw up his hands for strike 1. Tyler Knowles at the plate now, the designated hitter.
Hey, let's go, Tyler. Do it again.
0-1, now 0-2, a swing and a miss to get Tyler Knowles in an 0-2 hole. Rayleigh looking for a response after seeing a couple of runs come in on that error by K-Trank. Second base side of the infield going to come into the grass.
Hey, let's go, TK.
Put in play, TK. Let's go.
0-2. Oh, did not get the call. Off the plate, perhaps just a tad high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Let's go, Max. Go 3.
Stay short, head on and see it deep.
Rayleigh just missed with the 0-2, trying to come back and get the DH Knowles. 1-2 pitch. Missed off the plate outside this time. 2-2.
Stay on it. Need contact here.
Knowles lunged after that one, trying to will his body not to chase that pitch. Second base side or first base side of the infield still in at the grass. Third base side back in their normal positions. 2-2. Didn't get the call that time either. That changeup just off the low outside corner, and is 3-2. 3-2 got him called on the swing for the first out of the inning. 3rd strikeout for Rayleigh. It's a big out to keep that runner at third base. And now the entirety of the infield will come in with Julian Richards at the plate. Logan Daniel going to have a quick chat with his pitcher, Max Rayleigh, before a pitch is thrown. 2 runs already in the inning off that error. And Rayleigh trying to keep it at 2.
Hard middle, Julian.
Rayleigh finds the pitch he likes and fires to the plate. Inside corner strike to make it 0-1. The entire infield is on the grass. Outfield at their normal depths here with one away. And Rayleigh out of the windup fires the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball right field, going back Winan, reaching up and makes the catch. Stumbling but hangs on. It's well deep enough for the sacrifice fly, but a second out here in the second inning as the score is now 3-0. Julian Richards does the job with the hard fly ball. Winan makes a nice catch and the bases are clear.
Wait.
So bases clear, 2 outs for Torn Helms. And the first baseman takes a big cut, comes up empty on that one, 0-1. He made a nice play with the dive to retire Dino Catani in inning number 2 in the top half. And now a handle ground ball to PJ Olvera. He comes up with it cleanly, throws to Hart, and the inning is over. 3 runs in the second gives Georgia Premier their first lead. We'll see what the Kingsmen have in response when we come back on the Kingsman Baseball Network.
I don't think it's your book. I ain't doing that.
A little bit of rice left. After 21.
Take away, DJ. Put it in the ball. Come on.
We begin the third inning here in Statesboro, Georgia. PJ Olvera is the leadoff man, 9-1-2 for the Kingsmen. And PJ watches the first pitch hit the outside part of the plate, and it is 0-1. 0-1 turns to 1-1 as that one missed low. Olvera, the second baseman today, then it'll be McNeil for the second time, and Daniel, both of whom walked and then were thrown out on the base paths. 1-1, downstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. Bases empty with nobody out here. The pitch. Popped up foul, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They got to expand now.
Olvera, 2-strike hitter now for the Kingsmen, serving as that leadoff here in the third. And the ball is grounded foul to keep it at 2-2. Top of inning number 3 indeed here in Statesboro. 3-0 is the score. The home team with the early lead off of 2 runs coming in off of an error. And then a sacrifice fly did the job. Tipped into the glove of the catcher Williams, and PJ Olvera strikes out for out number 1.
Strike 1 right here, Luke.
in the dirt for ball one. I do believe that all 3 of those runs in the second inning are unearned to Max Rayleigh. Have to see the official score to be sure on that. Outside for ball 2. The first 2 runs scored on the error, so those are absolutely unearned. And then, if my calculations are correct, the sacrifice fly would have been the 3rd out, and that run that trotted home from 3rd would not have scored either. But 3-0, Georgia Premier leads, and now Caden McNeil facing 3-0 for the 2nd time today. This time, Colston hits the zone. 3 balls and a strike. McNeil digging in out of the windup, the pitch. And it's hit in the air high to right field. Going back on it is Williams, settles, and makes the 2-hand catch. 2 outs here in the 3rd, and here is Logan Daniel.
Got it, kid. Come on out. Let's go get it.
And a swinging strike to make it 0-1. Daniel walked and then was thrown out at 3rd base in the 1st inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one missed outside. The Kingsmen got 3 of their 4 hitters to the plate in the 1st on base, but outs on the base paths prevented any scoring. Daniel takes ball 2. In the bottom of the 3rd for Georgia Premier, it'll be Omar Williams, who just made that catch in right, and Gian Garibaldi, and then Zoran Galloway. As Daniel pops that one foul, now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-strike pitch to Logan, and he watches it go outside for ball 3.
You're good. Stay in line right out, big guy.
Daniel making Colston work. But Luke Colston trying to get through the 3rd facing the minimum. 3-2 pitch. A chopping ground ball to shortstop. McBride up with it. Throws to 1st, and Daniel is called out at 1st base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 3-0 remains the score on the Kingsman Baseball Network.
Quality of bats, back to work. Quality of bats here. Quality of bats here. Good job. Good job.
Go, Rayleigh. Batter. Slide up here.
Where'd you go, Radar? This guy. Hey, let's go, Max. Right here, kid.
Home half of inning number 3 here on the Kingsman Baseball Network. A 3-0 home Georgia Premier lead over the visiting Kingsmen. Long ways to go here in today's series opener. Georgia Premier looking for revenge after they dropped their game in East Cobb to Coach Preston's squad. Max Rayleigh's first pitch of the third runs inside and hits Omar Williams. So a runner on first and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Not the start Rayleigh looking for in the third, and here is Garibaldi. Garibaldi hitting with the man on first, nobody out. The bottom of the order, the extra hitter trying to help his team add to the lead. First pitch from Rayleigh is popped sky high, tracking toward the first base side fence and out of play, 0-1. After Garibaldi, it'll be Galloway, McBride, and Bankston for the second time, all of whom Rayleigh had success with in the first before giving up 3 unearned runs in the second. Quickly ahead, 0-1, Rayleigh set to work back out of the stretch. Comes set as Catron sets up shop. 0-1 pitch, poke first base side again, this time closer to in play, but deeper, and also, once again, foul, 0-2. That ball had a little more pop off the bat from Garibaldi. He's behind 0-2 in a hole. Max Rayleigh has 3 strikeouts today. He has done well against this Georgia Premier team, getting ground ball outs for the most part when balls have been put into play off of him. Just 1 ball hit in the air so far for Georgia Premier. Throw over to first. Back safely, Omar Williams. Sparse crowd on hand at Georgia Premier. There's no stands here at the ballpark. It is lawn chairs. Lawn chairs and standing room only for those here in attendance. Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball again. Just enough of that one to keep the at-bat alive for Garibaldi. Max Rayleigh working in his 3rd inning. So far in the appearance, giving up just the 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Another 0-2 pitch coming here to the bottom of the order. But it'll wait. It's going to be hard applying the tag, not in time to get Williams. We'll be back here tomorrow in Statesboro. 10 a.m. Eastern is the Game 1 start for that doubleheader. Game 2 following 30 minutes afterwards. And then the week will be over for the KBA. 3-0 is the score. Red Sox ahead of the Kingsmen. Rayleigh comes set and deals. And gets the strikeout. Foul tip into the glove of Jack Catron. Rayleigh has 4, and there's 1 away here in the 3rd. So top of the order for Georgia Premier. 1 out and a man on first base.
Top!
Zorn Galloway struck out swinging his first time. Harris Clark in at the grass at the 3rd base position. Galloway watches the first pitch curveball go low, and now they've got him in a rundown. The throw from Catron is not in time. He's just got to get rid of that. Catron took a couple of steps towards second base before throwing. That throw would have needed to be perfect at that point to have a chance to get Omar Williams, who's now in scoring position.
Go, Max.
Called a delayed steal. Williams in scoring position with 1 out. And the 1-0 pitch to Galloway. Rayleigh hits with the curveball that time and evens the count at 1 apiece. Rayleigh threw a bullpen the other day and got to watch that. He looked comfortable, said he was feeling good, and afterwards said he felt refreshed coming into this start. Just missed the outside corner with that one as the count running 2-1. Galloway, then McBride and Bankston. Georgia Premier up 3 runs on the Kingsmen as shade encompasses the ballpark once again. Hard hit ball at Harris Clark, who fields it cleanly, and now they've got a rundown again. This time, the throw to Clark, and now to Olvera. The tag is applied, and the out is made. That is excellent work from Harris Clark at third base to see that runner halfway off and take the play to him rather than to go across the diamond. 2 outs here in the third. So it is Casey McBride now 2 away, and Galloway on first for the first time. He's 0 for 2 now, though, after the fielder's choice. Big lead off of first base. He shuffles off as the first pitch misses outside. Throw down to first. Hits hard on the palm, and he does not apply the tag. Kingsman in the fourth will bring up Hart, Burney, and Wyman. A couple of big bats set to try to get their offense out of the closet here in this game. Quick throw over to first, close but called safe. It's a good move from Rayleigh. And he had Galloway stumbling back to the first base bag. You never really know at first base the way that the game has been going today. Another move. Took a little longer to get over there that time, but the throw was right on the money. But back safely goes the Georgia Premier second baseman. Rayleigh still only the 1 pitch thrown to McBride here in his third inning of work. And another throw over to first. Ball outside. Catron came up throwing to first again. It is 2-0.
Hey, one spot, Casey, something you drive. Let's go.
Runner on the move, inside pitch. Catron's throw to second is on the money, but not in time. A stolen baser, Zoran Galloway puts him on second, and the count is 3-0 to Casey McBride.
Shoot, Jack.
It's a really good throw from Jack Catron. Couldn't have put it in a much better spot. Olvera applied the tag, but Galloway just a step quick enough. (3-0) and a 4-pitch walk for Rayleigh. So runners on second and first here in the third with 2 outs for DJ Bankston, who Rayleigh struck out to end the first inning.
On, Max.
Let's go back.
A chance to see what Rayleigh's made of here in the third. His first pitch is over the plate on the outside edge, 0-1.
Pitches all field.
Fifth hitter of the inning for Georgia Premier. They've put 2 on and 2 out. No runs in the inning for the Red Sox, but still a chance to crack Rayleigh with Bankston at the plate. 0-1. That one sat over the plate and was popped foul. 0-2.
Stay on it, stay on top.
Oh, DJ.
Change up from Rayleigh.
Top right here, let's go. Come on, DJ. Come on, back.
He's got DJ Bankston in an 0-2 hole. 0-2 pitch. Inside corner, got him! DJ Bankston goes down for the second time in a row on strikes. And we head to the fourth. Rayleigh gets the Kingsmen out of the inning, and they'll hunt their offense when we come back. It's the meat of the Kingsman order here in the fourth. Hart, Bernie, and Winan. And the lethal three come up, chasing a 3-run lead. 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. Colston still on the mound, and his first pitch to Gummy is hit hard but foul, third base side. Oh, and 1 to Gummy Hart. And he took that one off the plate upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 2 strikes. After that one hit the zone, and Hart fighting here with nobody out. Off the plate outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bernie on deck, who struck out swinging his first time. Gummy had the base hit up the middle in the first inning. 2-2. And he pops it up into shallow right center. Tough play coming in on it is Burrows, and to a dive, he makes an excellent catch for the first out of the inning.
Good hit.
It looked like Hart might have put it in the perfect spot to get down for a leadoff hit, but he's robbed by Amari Burrows. 1 out here in the fourth. Bernie tips it into the glove of Williams for strike number 1. Now 5 in a row retired from Luke Colston, who started the game by throwing 8, I believe it was 9 consecutive balls, but has really settled in. 0-1 outside off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Kingsmen had a few guys in scoring position in the first couple of innings, unable to cash in. With a 1-1, now 2 balls and a strike as Bernie watched that one go.
Let's go, 2-5.
You got to wonder if now that Colston is locked in, how many more opportunities the Kingsmen will have against the Georgia Premier starting pitcher. Bernie chases one at the shoulder blades. It's 2-2. After Burns, it'll be Winan who walked in the second inning. 2 strikes to Christian Bernie. He takes it off the plate outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned it earlier, Bernie had that home run in yesterday's game against Pro Development Group out of Virginia. Here's a 3-2. Took it low, ball 4. Christian Bernie on first with 1 away, and the Kingsmen looking to rally with Brody Winant next to hit. The right fielder walked and then was caught stealing at the second base bag. One of 3 hitters, or rather runners, that the catcher, North Williams, has thrown out on the base path so far here today. Brody digs in. Open stance, right-hand side. Out of the stretch. The pitch is off the plate. Colston misses outer third, and it's 1-0. Christian Bernie, a pretty conservative lead off of first base. Watches as the 1-0 misses outside as well. Similar spot, and Winant is well ahead in the count. The Kingsmen have 2 hits today, Clark and Hart. Bernie, their first base runner since the second. 3-0. Pressure now starting to mount for Luke Colston. In the ball game today, the Georgia Premier starter has walked 4 hitters. Now he has Winant 3-0. He'll step off before delivering the pitch. Dino Catani is on deck. An unassisted ground ball out. A nice play by Torrin Helms. The get me over 3-0 is on the outer edge. 3 balls and a strike. Hitters count here for Winant, who has a couple of extra base hits already in the spring. Missed quite a bit of time in the Dominican Republic with an illness. But since getting healthy, he has been a solid bat. 3-1. Takes a big cut and hits it high in the air to center. Very playable for Burrows. Birdie halfway in between first and second, and he'll retreat as Burrows makes the catch. A couple of flyouts to center so far for the Kingsmen here in the 4th, and now Catani hitting with 2 outs. Left-handed hitter at the plate, Dino Catani, 0 for 1. First pitch from Colston. And a big cut. 0-1 is Catani unable to catch up to that fastball. In the bottom of the 4th for Georgia Premier, we'll see 4, 5, and 6, the same 3 that led off what was a very good second inning for the home Red Sox. 0-1 to Dino. In the dirt, Bernie thought about taking off for second, but scampers back, and it's 1-1. And you know North Williams behind the plate has a lot of confidence right now, throwing the ball down to second with the success he's had today. Perhaps the Kingsman base runner is taking that into account when judging dirt balls. 1-1, and Catani hits it high into center field. Back on it goes Burrows, under it, and makes the catch. 3 F8s here in the 4th. The Kingsmen unable to score. We head to the bottom half right here on the Kingsman Baseball Network.
They're retired haters. They're a weeks in med school. Right?
Yeah, that's the second one.
Hey, get deeper.
Past the halfway point of this contest now as we enter the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Red Sox lead on top of the Kingsmen. Max Raley having a good day out on the mound. Starts off his fourth against North Williams. The first pitch off the plate outside with the spinner. Williams singled on a ground ball to the second baseman, P.J. Olvera. Took him deep into the middle of the infield. Knocked it down with the backhand, but could not make the play.
23.
2-0 is the count. Hitter's count for Williams. And now 3-0 as Raley starts in the 3 consecutive pitches out of the zone. North Williams, the catcher for Georgia Premier, and then it'll be Seeley and Burrows. Maury Burrows having a productive top of the fourth, 3 putouts in the outfield. 3-0. And Raley finds the zone to make it 3-1. Griffin Leonard here on the call for you today for the Kingsmen and Georgia Premier. I have 2 games for you tomorrow. Just a single game this afternoon. 3-1. Outside and a leadoff walk. Third walk of the day for Raley. The second time that North Williams has reached. One thing that has made it harder for Max Raley here in his start today, he fires the first pitch in the zone to Lamar Seeley, is 3 of his 4 innings now. The leadoff man has reached, so he's had to work out of the stretch looking for outs. And he's had to work with a little bit more pressure around him. That came after he got the side in order in the first. 0-1 hits the top of the zone, 0-2. And I will say, if you're going to walk the leadoff man on, coming back and getting your next guy 0-2 in a hole is a pretty good way to respond. Now trying to finish off the Georgia Premier left fielder. Good lead on first for Williams, being held on by Gummy. Runner on the move, 0-2, low, Catron's throw, not in time. Got into shallow center, McNeil came in to make sure no one was heading anywhere they shouldn't be, but it's a stolen base for Williams, and a 1-2 count to Lamar Seeley. Raley glances at second, now twice, and deals home the 1-2. Got him!
Good pitch, Matt.
Struck out Lamar Seeley at the top part of the zone. 5th strikeout of the game. Or no, make it 6. Make it 6 for Max Raley. He's got a half dozen Ks, and there's 1 out here in the 4th. Amari Burrows opened up the scoring. He bunted and reached on an error, came around all the way to third, and then scored on a sac fly. First pitch, he check swings and taps to short. Daniel throws the lob to Hart, and it's scooped out by Gummy for out number 2. Gummy threw to check on the runner at third, but Clark, no need to apply the tag. So a ground out for Burrows. That's a nice play from Logan Daniel. And now a courtesy runner for Georgia Premier with 2 down. The catcher, who is on third, will be replaced on the base paths.
Stay in the middle. Come on, Tyler, pick us up.
A couple of guys throwing behind the Kingsman dugout. It appears to be Matthew De La Cruz and Eli Thomas. Neither of the two, I would say, are very likely to come into pitch next, so wouldn't necessarily call it bullpen action, but there is no bullpen here at the field.
Yeah, he got a lot of room. He's way out the back.
1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Knowles struck out swinging his first time up. Low and away on ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Rayleigh trying to get out of this fourth. Still just a 3-run ball game. 7, 8, 9 coming up in the top half of inning number 5 when we get there. Still work to do for the Kingsmen, who have not scored. And now 3-0 as Knowles doesn't chase the slider downstairs. In there for a strike to make it 3-1. And high for ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Max Rayleigh. Here comes Julian Richards, the extra hitter for Georgia Premier. Coach Preston Hudak putting on something for the Kingsmen infield here with 2 outs and runners on third and first. Kingsmen would love to keep this score where it stands. And Rayleigh, after the walk, pitching to Julian Richards. First pitch, runner staying put, and the pop-up foul out of play for strike 1. Brody Wynant gave it a good chase, but ran out of room. Runner on the move, and no throw from Catron. That ball was right at Julian Richard. He ducked down, and it missed hitting his shoulder by about 6 inches. It's 1-1 after the curveball. Runners on second and third now after Knowles gets credited with the stolen base. 1-1. Blocked by Catron. Excellent work behind the plate, and the count is 2-1.
Hey, man, Jack.
Harris Clark, Jack Catron, and PJ Olvera, 7, 8, 9, due up for the Kingsmen, chasing the 3-run lead. It was a 3-spot in the second for Georgia Premier, the only runs in this ballgame. They throw to second, looking for the pick move. Oh, they got him by a mile. Not the first time we have seen it, not the last time either. Knowles cut down at second base, and the inning is over. We head to the 5th, and it's 3-0. Nobody expects it. It's just a timing thing. I believe one of the coaches in that. Does it look okay?
Yes.
Yeah, my guess would be they're scoring it offline, so there's no. They're probably just scoring on an iPad without sound, and then it'll just get uploaded. Yeah, I can inquire.
Let me I can drop my way. Get him, Max.
Let's go, come on.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Go. Get on the road.
Three runs are all in run. Who's your new arm?
DJ Banks.
So,
Go, Harris. Be great, kid. Go, Harris. Go through it.
who moved the third? Who is it?
Away.
Gearball?
Yeah.
Gearball. Sounds good, thank you. New pitcher on the mound for Georgia Premier here in the fifth. It's DJ Bankston. Started the game as the Georgia Premier third baseman. Now the reliever for the Georgia Premier starting arm. Luke Colston had a good showing in his 4 innings. We'll see what the Kingsmen can do against the relief. It's Harris Clark first, and he sees a first pitch fastball and swings through it. 4 strike 1. So Bankston from third to the mound, and Gian Garibaldi goes from being an extra hitter to playing third base. 0-1. High for ball 1. After Clark, it'll be Catron and Olvera. 1-1 pitch. Harris takes another cut at that changeup, and it is 1-2. He was out in front. Clark hit a single, chopped it through the third base side of the infield for his first time aboard. See what he can do with 2 strikes. And he is down swinging on the breaking ball. 1 out here in the fifth. Here's Jack Catron, who also struck out swinging his last time. That ended the second inning.
Let's go 1-4.
First pitch to Jack Catron. Spiked it. Bankston misses low. It's 1-0. Couple more innings here for the Kingsmen to chase a 3-run Georgia Premier lead. It's been a defensive duel. Just 2 hits for the Kingsmen today. And Max Raley has only given up 1 hit today. 1-0. Catron skies it. First base side, hooking toward the dugout and out of play. Evading the reach of Torrin Helms, who went over to try to make that play. No chance for Georgia Premier's first baseman. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Chop foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes, 1 away here in the fifth, and Catron digs in. Grounds it to the third base side. It's McBride at shortstop up with it and fires to get Catron by a step. So 2 down quickly in the fifth. Georgia Premier has been very, very efficient the second time through the order. The Kingsmen have only managed 1 base runner and it was Christian Burney who walked and then was stranded at first base. The Kingsmen have not had a runner in scoring position since Logan Daniel in inning number 1. Olvera takes a strike. He struck out to start the 3rd inning. Georgia Premier retiring 8 of its last 9. A ball off the plate outside. If Olvera can reach to keep the inning going, we'll see Katie McNeil in the top of the order for the 3rd time. If not, we'll wait until the 6th. 1-1. Chopped up the middle. Tough play for the second baseman, Galloway, who's up with it. Throws to first in time, and the Kingsmen go in order. We head to the bottom half of inning number 5 here on the Kingsman Baseball Network.
I guess notice. Angel first. Yeah, you chart.
No, me no comprendo.
Right. Alright, this bucket here.
Max Raley still out there for his 5th inning of work here on the Kingsman Baseball Network. It's Varsity Baseball on the air against Georgia Premier. A 3-0 deficit for the Kingsmen, chasing Georgia Premier in the game's opening. Scoreless in the first, 3 runs in the second, and they've been chasing the deficit ever since in the series opening game here on this Thursday in Georgia. Raley was ahead in the count. No, he's behind in the count. It's 2-0 now. I had thought that first pitch was called a strike, and now it has been updated to 1-1. So 1-1 is the count. And now a pop-up in the shallow left. Long run for Clark. Coming in on it is Catani. He dives but cannot get there. Going first to second is Julian Richards. He has himself a double. Didn't hit it all that hard, but he hit it in a tough place. Catani chasing into the sun, and Clark and Daniel both converging into the outfield. Couldn't get there either. So a leadoff man on second after the double, and nobody out. Once again, Raley working with the leadoff man aboard. Rayleigh's first pitch coming up here to Torrin Helms, the Georgia Premier first baseman. First pitch. Off the plate outside for a ball. Julian Richards is at the plate in the fourth when Tyler Knowles was picked off of second base to end that fourth inning. That stranded a runner at third base, in addition to the runner thrown out at second. 1-0 at the knees for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jack Tatron out to have a quick chat with Max Rayleigh. "72 pitches so far for Max Rayleigh. Has been efficient despite the unearned runs. Just 1 run or 1 hit before this inning, now 2. Both teams with 2 hits thus far in the ball game. 1-1. Now it is 2-1. Does not get the call at the top of the zone. Oh, it was called outside, and so it had the height at the letters, but was called an outside ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the top, or rather the bottom of the 5th. Rayleigh came set, but time was called by the hitter. Helms, Williams, and Giribaldi, 9, 10, 11 now due up with the 8-hole hitter Richards getting on with the leadoff double. That pop-up shot to left in front of the diving Catani. Rayleigh comes set. Glances towards second a couple of times and lifts the leg. Pop-up foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Right here, come on. Stay on it, do a job here.
If they didn't move, you didn't move.
2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. 3-0 ball game here in Statesboro. Rayleigh comes set, thinking things over. And now the 2-strike pitch. Got him swinging. Lucky number 7 for Max Rayleigh. Gets Helms down with the strikeout, and there's 1 down.
There we go, 1. Come on, Mark. Stay on it.
There was some bullpen action for the Kingsmen out on the other side of the Georgia Premier Complex. I mentioned it earlier, there's no bullpen here at the field. But the Kingsmen sending an arm out to get warmed up. We'll see how long Rayleigh has left in this one. Time called. 4 pitches thrown to Omar Williams. Was hit by a pitch. Was retired at third as part of that fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. A.J. Griffith was the player that went out to the bullpen. We'll see when he comes in for Rayleigh. Fastball poked into deep right field. Going back is Wyman. He will not get there. Into the gap. Around third and coming in to score is Richards. All the way to third base goes Omar Williams. And it is an RBI triple in between McNeil and Wyman. And it is 4-0. An absolute shot off the bat of the 9-hole, or rather the 10-hole. And that makes it 4-0. So here's Gian Giribaldi. Started the game as the EH, now is at the hot corner, the 3rd baseman for Georgia Premier.
Number 48.
First pitch from Rayleigh, popped up on the infield. Called by Olvera, and he makes the catch to retire the Georgia Premier number 48. So top of the order with 2 down here in the 5th inning. Coach Preston Hudak out to have a chat with Max Raley. And it does appear that the Kingsmen will be making a pitching change. If that is the end of the day for Max Raley, it's been a good outing, 4 2/3. 4-0 is the score, but just 1 earned run for the Kingsman right-hander out of Florence, South Carolina, A.J. Griffith, to the mound when we come back on the Kingsman Baseball Network.
Start at like 8 o'clock and you don't get off till 10:30, 11 o'clock. Bro, I'm playing with you. Bro, I literally get off before 10 o'clock every day, and I start my that was last place. I get off before 10 o'clock. I do not. I would. When we have listen, I don't really hear that. Last night I got off before 10 o'clock. Alright, let's try. 1 hour? Okay. 1 hour. Last one.
So the day is over for Max Raley. His official line is not yet official. I'll give you that. Once this half inning is over, he's responsible for the man on third base and Omar Williams. A.J. Griffith comes in to face Zoran Galloway and drops in a breaking ball into the zone for strike 1. A lot of hook to that first pitch curve. Zoran Galloway is 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice. Out of the windup, Griffith's 0-1. Goes back to the curve, hits the spot again, and it is 0-2. In the 6th for the Kingsmen, they'll bring up 1, 2, 3, top of the order as time is ticking to mount a comeback. 2 curveballs out of the gate for A.J. Griffith. Here's pitch 3. Goes to the fastball and got him on 3 pitches. The 2-seam dots the zone and ends the inning. 4-0 is the score after the Kingsmen surrender 1 more, and we head to the 6th, looking for a comeback here on the Kingsman Baseball Network.
Go, Dino. Go. You're good. Buddy. You're good.
Try to work on the point, but I know I had no motivation. Not motivation. I had no energy. But with I was in on
Come on, DJ.
I don't think I have to. I'll go.
Into the sixth we go. 1, 2, 3. It'll be McNeil, Daniel, and then Montgomery Hart as the Kingsmen chase a 4-0 Georgia Premier lead here as we enter the second to last inning of game number 1 of this series. Here in Statesboro, Georgia, DJ Bankston pitches to McNeil. And it's a hard ground ball right at the shortstop, fielded cleanly by McBride over to first in time for out number 1. The third time around, the order starts with a ground out. We'll see what Logan Daniel can do now. 0 for 1, has a walk and a ground out himself. First pitch to Logan. High for ball 1. Final line for Max Rayleigh, 4 2/3 innings, 1 earned run, 4 total. 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks. That ball hit a mile high. Into the sun, the shortstop McBride is being called off, and the left fielder, Seeley, comes all the way into the second to last step of the outfield in order to make the catch. So the pop out brings about out number 2, and here comes Gummy. Kingsman looking for a spark. Just 2 hits for the gold and black here today. 1 from the man at the plate. And here he is. Hart takes low for ball 1. The Kingsmen have still not had a man in scoring position since the first inning. It has been tough for them to generate offense today against the good Premier pitching. But now that's going to change. That ball is unleashed into the gap. Montgomery Hart around first, heading to second. Collecting at the wall is Burrows. Hart's going to get the stop sign and will head back to second base. The ball nearly ended up in the dugout. But Montgomery Hart's got himself a 2-out double. Inside out hitting from Hart. He goes opposite field and smokes one. Now the question is, what can the Kingsmen do with it? Here's Christian Burney.
Get your body on it.
That double ends the streak for Georgia Premier, where they had retired 7 Kingsmen in a row. The last Kingsman to reach was Christian Burney. Before that, he walked. Matthew De La Cruz is going to come in and pinch run for Montgomery Hart. 2 outs here in inning number 6. Pitch to Burney. And he unleashes one to the shallow right. Coming in on it, but making the catch is Williams. So the Kingsmen finally get another man in scoring position, but they're unable to knock him in. We head to the bottom of the 6th in a 4-0 ball game. That's one thing we don't have.
Hello, Jack. Got it.
They know the game. It's fun.
Home half of the sixth here on the Kingsman Baseball Network. Griffin Leonard on the call for you. AJ Griffith is back out there to face 2, 3, and 4.
All right, what's 1, 2, 3, 4?
Come on, Casey.
No.
Griffith out of the windup. His first pitch is a curveball in the dirt, away from the hitter. I do believe this is a pinch hitter for McBride, wearing the number 7. The 1-0 pitch from Griffith is swung on and missed. Two balls and 1 strike now here with nobody out. It is Casey McBride at the plate, wearing the number 7, not the number 48, as I, for whatever reason, had in my notes. 3 balls and a strike, as that one is high of the zone. McBride, Bankston, and Williams for Georgia Premier looking for any more insurance that they can bring in to the game's final inning. 3-1. Fastball popped up, might be playable, chasing his heart, right at the line, makes the catch, but and the out is called by the base umpire. The base umpire saying that Hart was still in the field of play when he made the catch, and there's the first out of the inning. Certainly borderline.
We have a better view here.
Who knows? 1 out here in the 6th after the foul out. Here's DJ Bankston, who has struck out so far twice today.
Quite possibly the worst ball I've ever seen.
Curveball high of the zone for ball 1. Bankston was near unstoppable the last time these two teams played. He had a double, a single, a hit by pitch, and reached on a fielder's choice. He reached every time he was at the plate. And he's ahead 2-0, but he has not put the ball in play yet today. Williams on deck for Georgia Premier. The 2-0 pitch from Griffith is swung on and missed at the letters. 2-1 now the count. Catron doing the catching for Griffith, infield Clark, Daniel, Olvera, and Hart. Kingsman looking for a late rally in the 7th. That curveball in there for strike 2. They'll have to finish off this 6th inning first. 2-2 after the called strike. Griffith shakes off once, now comes set at the belt and begins the motion. Dials up the fastball that misses outside, and the count is full.
Let's go, AJ.
3-2. The count's run full. AJ Griffith out of the pen, relieving Max Raley. I'll get you that official line one more time right after this. 3-2. Foul, and that ball laced to the second baseman. Dropped by Olvera. Still time with it. He throws to first. Not in time. An error on PJ Olvera. That ball had some wacky spin to it, but it was right at him on a bounce. He could not come up with the baseball. E4 puts a man on for the first out, or rather with 1 out. There's a runner on first. E4. First pitch coming next to North Williams with man on first and 1 out. And out of the stretch, the first pitch from Griffith is downstairs. Once again, the final line for Max Raley, 4 2/3, 1 earned run, 4 total runs, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And Griffith picking up the slack here in the 6th. 1-0. Outside, Catron out of his crouch to make sure that he was able to catch that one cleanly. 2-0 is the count. Outfield for the Kingsmen, Catani, McNeil, and Winan. 2-0, hit out there to left. Catani racing into the gap to cut it off, but it's off of his glove initially. Whipped into the cutoff. Daniel collects. And there are runners on 2nd and 3rd. The throw went into the cutoff, but because it was not the second, that allowed Williams to reach second base on the throw. So it's a 1-out single, runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Hey, no back pick. No back pick.
Lamar Seeley now hit in, and Georgia Premier poised to add to its lead. Back out of the windup, Griffith tags in a fastball, or rather a curveball, excuse me. About the furthest thing from a fastball. It's in there for a strike, 0-1. Infield coming all the way in with a runner on 3rd and 1 away. 0-1 pitch. Missed high and maybe a tad outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Logan Daniel, the shortstop, is in on the grass, as is the second baseman Olvera, and because of that, the runner on 2nd, Williams, by the time he gets to secondary, he is about halfway to 3rd base. 1-1. Curveball, this time left it high. 2 balls and a strike. No more bullpen action for the Kingsmen at the moment. They're content to let Griffith work here in the 6th. But Coach Joe Hudak is going to have a chat to try and calm down that relief arm of his.
Yeah, now I saw one go down. Wait a minute.
So mound visit over. Coach Hudak having a chat with A.J. Griffith, trying to get him over the finish line here in the 6th inning.
Go, AJ.
2-1 as the at-bat still in progress to Lamar Seeley. And a foul ball off of the mask of Jack Catron, and he appears a little shaken up after that one. The home plate umpire going to walk a new baseball out to Griffith to give Catron a second to recompose himself. Shakes it off, but looks okay.
I'm going to have to do it tomorrow.
2 balls and 2 strikes after the foul ball. Infield is still in for the Kingsmen. Lamar Seeley is 0 for 1. Struck out his last time. Amari Burrows is on deck. 2-strike pitch from AJ. And did not get the call off the outside part of the plate with the fastball, 3-2.
Stay close, head on it, put it in play.
Middle of the order up right now for Georgia Premier in the 6th. 3-2 to the 5-hole. Struck him out with the curveball. A throw down to first will be required, and now a throw back home will be not in time as a run comes in to score. It was a drop 3rd strike. Catron shuffled off and through to first, and there was no one at home as Bankston crashed and scored on the drop 3rd.
Good turn ball read, Richie.
5-0 is the score. 2 outs. Amari Burrows is the hitter. Popped up on the first pitch. Playable for Olvera, who stares up into the sky and makes the catch to end the inning. Some work to do in the 7th. The Kingsmen chasing a 5-run deficit as Georgia Premier tags one on in consecutive innings. 5-0. We'll be back for the game's final inning. Right after this, it's Varsity Baseball on the Kingsman Baseball Network.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go right now. Lock in, eat up. Come on. Come on, DJ. Come on, DJ.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go, Brody. One back.
Into the 7th and final inning here in Statesboro. Game 1 of 3 between the Kingsmen and Georgia Premier. The Kingsmen defeated Georgia Premier in the first time that these two teams saw each other. It was a 10-7 slugfest. This game has been a little bit different. Just a couple of hits for the Kingsmen today. Tough sledding offensively. Georgia Premier's bats have not been amazing either, but they've managed a couple of big hits in big spots, and that's been the difference. 1-0 to Brody Winan, and he rips it into left field, but right at Lamar Seeley. One away. Hard hit ball by Brody, and if it was 10 feet in either direction, it may have been a double with as quickly as that one got up and down, but it was right at Seeley. And here is Catani. 2 more outs for the Kingsmen left to mount this comeback. 3 hits in the game, 2 of them by Montgomery Hart, who was stranded at second in both of the last 2, or in both times he's been in scoring position. 0-1. Outside corner, 0-2. After Catani, it'll be Harris Clark. Nothing else guaranteed. But we would see Catron and Olvera, the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tito Catani fighting 0 for 2. Hard ground ball out and a fly out to center. Has had decent pop in the bat today. No results as he takes the ball just off the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll need to see the top of the order for the Kingsmen if they're to mount any sort of challenge in this one. The ground ball to second base nearly eats up Galloway, but he recovers and makes the play. Kingsmen down to their final out today in Statesboro. This has not been an offensive performance to remember. A good start from Max Rayleigh. 1 inning of trouble in the field. And then a couple of runs chipped away here and there have put Georgia Premier firmly in front. First pitch to Harris Clark. And he taps it foul to the netting, 0-1. Jack Catron off to retrieve that foul ball. He'll hit if the game continues. Catron's done a pretty good job behind the plate today. That outside corner strike got the call 0-2. But it was that throwing error from the catcher position that started Georgia Premier's rally, and now they have one more strike. Clark lifts it into right field. Williams is there, looks up, and ends the ball game with the catch. Georgia Premier shuts out the Kingsmen in Game 1 of their road varsity series. Final score 5-0 as the Red Sox get the win. The Kingsmen drop to 1-3 in varsity ABA play. And there is work to do tomorrow. Of course, 2 more games to try and win in this series. Final score once again 5-0. Georgia Premier gets it done. The Kingsmen will come back to the complex tomorrow looking to win a couple of ball games, but they'll need to find their bats to shut out today. 3 hits was all they could muster. 3 runners thrown out on the base paths made things very difficult from the jump. It could have been a different ball game if they had managed to knock 1 or 2 in the first inning. Once again, final score 5-0. I'm Griffin Leonard saying so long as Georgia Premier defeats the Kingsman varsity group. We'll be back at it 10 a.m. tomorrow. Look for the broadcast to start a little bit closer to 9:45. I'll be with you then. Join us again soon. Thanks for joining us here on the Kingsman Baseball Network.